Hello again and welcome back. This is a continuation of the diabetes control course. We're finally in the sixth of the 6 steps to gaining complete control over your diabetes. This is lesson number 12 and it's part 4. We're going to discuss bowel basics. Most adults have an impaired immune system, largely because of their poor diet and an imbalance in their beneficial bacteria population. This has been discussed extensively in other videos. This is especially true for diabetics. The parasite and candida overpopulation issues are addressed in those other video lessons. You will be conducting an orderly cleansing of your bowels, your kidneys, and your liver and gallbladder in that order to remove toxins and accumulated deposits of undesirable substances. So the cleanses are conducted in that order because the bowels are the dirtiest of the organs. As you can imagine, fecal matter, all the pathogens, everything in your intestines is not exactly good stuff. So because the bowels are the dirtiest of the organs, as the other organs are cleansed, the toxins and waste, we're going to go where but in your intestines. So it's very important that you clean that first so that you don't overwhelm the beneficial bacteria and your intestines. So if the bowels are not relatively clean, when the kidneys and the liver and gallbladder flush their toxins into there, the bowels are going to be overwhelmed. And the bowels also have massive accumulations of mucoid plaque that also must be removed. So the plaque will eventually provide a haven for the candida and the parasites and non-beneficial bacteria and pathogens. So as the parasite, candida, and non-beneficial bacteria populations grow, they're going to produce massive amounts of acidic toxins that are going to, again, modify the environment in your bowel considerably, causing additional issues. So eventually the toxicity and the acidity are going to impact other areas of your body. So the invaders will colonize all of your body's tissues and organs eventually. They will cause weight gain and organ function and efficiency is going to be impaired. So the toxins produce massive amounts of inflammation, not just in the intestines, but throughout your entire body. Wheat, legume, and soy lectins attack the intestinal lining and cause significant damage. That means leaky gut. And you already had leaky gut because of your poor diet and dietary habits. Dehydration also contributes to bowel issues. Vitamin and mineral deficiencies also contribute. Elevated blood sugar causes damage to the very small blood vessels, the capillary vessels, that feed the nerves on the muscles of your intestines. And some experts claim that 60% of the population have leaky gut and leaky lymph, both of them. And they claim, there are others that claim that that number is much, much higher. Some say as high as 80%. So both are due to poor diet and obesity. Both cause massive amounts of acidic toxins and other putrefaction to leach into the general mainstream and become distributed throughout your entire body and all of your vital organs, which is going to lead to massive amounts of inflammation. So the total body cleanse is definitely in order. Also, glucotoxicity occurs, if you remember that from an earlier video, where some of these cells can be overwhelmed by high blood sugar levels, resulting in the death of the cells. And that can result in a slow transport of matter through your intestines, called the motility rate. It increases the risk of constipation. Measure your bowel health by taking a teaspoon, just 1 teaspoon, of potato starch, not potato flour, potato starch, and work up to 4 tablespoons. You will know immediately with 1 teaspoon how out of shape your bowels actually are, because that potato starch is going to really shake things up. It's going to start to help your good beneficial bacteria revive and restore, but it will also temporarily feed the bad bacteria, which is going to cause a lot of discomfort. So if you do experience that discomfort, then just slowly tough it out and each day increase that amount until over a couple of weeks you reach 4 tablespoons of potato starch every single day. If you experience headaches, cramping, heartburn, a sense of blockage, gas, bloating, constipation, or diarrhea, your gut health is in very poor condition. The greater the reaction that you have to that potato starch, the greater the issues, primarily due to the beneficial bacteria imbalances. It's called dysbiosis. Another measure of bowel health is the number of bowel movements that you have every week. If you are not having one significant bowel movement every day, your intestinal health is impaired. It should be a 4 on the Bristol scale, which you'll see shortly. During the cleansing process, it's important to avoid anything that's going to cause an immune response, things that are going to cause inflammation. Raw foods are best to minimize and your cooking temperatures and try to keep both of those at an absolute minimum. So some foods will cause an immune response, like ice cream, cheese, dairy in general, wheat, gluten, and other grains like nuts and seeds, eggs, anything that contains yeast, and foods that are detrimental to your blood type. All should be avoided. This is the Bristol scale. As you have your bowel movements, compare your bowel movements to this chart. You're looking for normal, right in the middle, type 4. If you're all the way to the top or all the way to the bottom or alternate, you have a very unhealthy balance in your intestines. And as you improve that balance, as you did starting with lesson number 1, with step number 1, you'll find that you'll reach that 4 very eventually. So now proceed to lesson 12, part 5, conducting the bowel cleanse. Thanks for watching this video lesson, and please pay it forward. Thank you.